Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. Guys, 10 people watching, 4 likes, how you doing? The beauty, what's up, man? How you doing? What's up? The big question today is this the bottom of the Bitcoin? I see I got a couple of lines over here. They're just random lines, but they're not actually random lines. But it is some kind of bottom over here. Now, we are still looking for this move towards upside up here above the moving averages to see if this is going to play out or not. We are not quite there yet. But I did notice that there is a lot less, interest in crypto right now. So let's do, before we start, let's do one thing first and go to Google Trends. I haven't seen this, but I'm very interested to see how, Bitcoin trends are playing out right now. Let's see here. Bitcoin. Explore Norway. Oops, something went wrong. Don't go wrong. Just show me the chart. There we go. You can see up here. There has been. This is past day. We don't want a past day. We want last 30 days. And yeah, I'm not some lack of interest up here. January 11th, 2024. Peak interest in the month's time. January 11th. Up here. Yeah, exactly here at the top. There was maximum interest, and right now the interest is going a little bit towards downside up here, lately again to these previous low levels over here at around January. This is just Norway. Let's go and pick up worldwide interest in Bitcoin. Yeah, the same. In January the interest was maximum up here for the last month. Let's go a little bit more back. Let's say last 3 months. How this has played out, because I've noticed that there is not so much interest in Bitcoin right now. At least, yeah, January up here, the peak at 46k, that was the peak interest. Right now it's pulling back again to these, levels pre 2023 levels. It's slowly been steadily been climbing towards upside over here. If you could pull some kind of very steady moving average over here, you will see that it's kind of steadily climbing towards upside. But this dump down here after we went from 14, technically 49k back down to 40k. We are right now. I've noticed the lack in interest. And you can see this on the chart as well. Last 12 months, so year plus. It's been all the way down here. Where's January up here? This is January 2023, give or take, when we were at the bottom and started going towards upside, but there was no interest. It was just steadily climbing. Bitcoin was just steadily climbing. It only up here during October, September, the interest starting going towards upside. And if you remember up here around October, September, that's also when the altcoins started pumping. So if you look at altcoin charts, literally every single, 90% of altcoins started pumping around October, September. And we can see the interest actually going a little bit towards the upside up here, but it goes to this peak and then pulls back, goes to the peak and pull back, goes to the peak, pull back. So the only natural deduction of this is that it's gonna go up again towards upside. So the fact that we are actually pulling back again is actually very, very good, because we want interest to go down. Let's look at the past 5 years. The past 5 years, this was the bull market up here, went all the way to the bottom. This is May, June 2022. This is the capitulation event of on Bitcoin. That's when we pumped towards upside, and this is the bleed all the way down. Now here in January, Bitcoin started slowly running towards upside, while interest was still going towards downside, because people still didn't know what the heck was going on. So from January over here, January when Bitcoin started, going towards upside from 15k, the interest in Bitcoin was still going towards downside. People were unaware of what's going on. It's only up here at October, September that right now interest is starting slowly to going towards upside. We had these three. This is this is March to July 2019. You can see these 3 peaks, and then interest bled towards downside. 1, 2, 3 peaks, and then interest bled towards downside up here. So is this the same, kind of interest that's right now gonna go towards downside over here again to those, extreme low levels over here again towards downside? Previous pre-October, September level, March to June. Let's check that out. 2019. Let's go over here. March until June. Yeah, that was this big pump over here. So during this pump over here, we had we had these three peaks up here at the top where we, you know, climbed up towards top and then it bled towards downside. But it was very, very, you know, understandable after this parabolic move towards downside up here. And right now we have this, you know, move over here that's going towards upside, but it's only this move. This entire move over here from June all the way until October, September, you know, the Bitcoin has actually been bleeding. So if you see over here, January until the October, September, the Bitcoin has been bleeding. So it hasn't been doing this move towards upside up here, these three peaks. These three peaks are actually coming only at this last part over here, or this part over here. Those are the three peaks right now that we are having on the Google Trends chart. I mean, you cannot deduct or, you know, get anything meaningful out of this, but it's interesting to look at the chart. Can we see 2004 to present, how this actually played out? 2013-14, you know, bubble up here, you know, this is 2017 bubble up here, this is going towards downside. You can see, you can almost draw the line over here, and it looks like we are at the top of the line, and maybe even breaking the line right now. If you take this stop over here, and this stop over here, and this stop over here, these three tops, and you draw a nice line over there, I don't know if you can see it, but I think we are breaking the trend. So the trend for Bitcoin right now, and you know, you can always draw lines on any kind of chart. Doesn't matter what kind of chart that is. You can always draw the lines. And right now, the trend of the Bitcoin trend is actually breaking towards upside. Let's do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy this part over here, and I'm gonna open it in a Paint. We're gonna open it in Paint. We're gonna add up here, and we're just gonna pull a line. We're just gonna make a line. Where are the lines over here? Lines up here. And you can see down there, you can see that the trend is actually being broken. How about this trend over here? The bigger trend up here is not yet broken, but the small one trend over here is actually in fact broken up here. So maybe there is a little bit more upside up here when it comes to trends. So that's gonna put us to something like 60k or something like that, and then, you know, maybe consolidate and then break the bigger trend eventually. Maybe that's the case, but you know, the small trend up here is actually getting broken. But it's nice to see that, you know, we are nice to see that we are in the last 3 months climbing very nicely here. And I'm really amazed when it comes to, you know, Bitcoin trends and, you know, Bitcoin interest in Bitcoin. Like, as soon as stuff pumps, like, everybody is literally back in Bitcoin, and as soon as it dies out, and that is when you actually should be very excited about Bitcoin, is when stuff dies out, right? When stuff goes towards downside, that is when we should be actually very, very excited about Bitcoin. But it's a little bit opposite. It's you know, people are waiting until it pumps and then they are excited. Instead, you should be excited when it goes down, because you can buy. You can actually buy when it goes down. So over here, I got a couple of lines on the chart. I was actually looking at this yesterday. So I was thinking, is the trend broken or is the trend not broken? So I was trying to make, you know, drawing the chart, you know, the trend over here like this, and it kind of looks like it's broken. But it might also be this you know, this bigger line over here that starts somewhere over here and goes over here like this. I mean, it could be that. Oftentimes these lines can actually be doubled down to the wick of the previous level up here, and they can also be extended over here, something like this. And then you can see up here how nicely this is actually corresponding to everything. And let's also extend this one over here, something like this up here, and then you get to this, you know, this channel up here is actually you know, where we are right now. So in previously, this back channel over here that went something like this over here, or maybe all the way down to the tops up here, give or take, we are back in that channel. So we are keeping these two bottoms, these 2 wicks on the bottom. These are actually right now that's holding the support right now. And there is several ways how we could have drawn this. Let's remove the moving averages so it's easier to see the lines. You know, we could also draw it something like this over here, and then we are still good to go. But we did kind of, I think we did kind of break the trend over here a little bit. But but we are not yet, you know, broken the entire thing. We have not yet broken the entire thing, and everything looks fine and dandy so far. If you just take everything into consideration, up here, these are the wicks up here, give or take, and we are still doing very, very nicely. But this can actually break towards downside. I'm still saying that yesterday we had a little bit pump stream. And it was and the reason for that was because we were actually on the small time frames breaking this towards upside. So there is this trend that was going something like this over here, and yesterday we were breaking this towards upside up here, and I got a little bit too excited about that, and then we pulled right back below that, and then we came right back above that, and right now we're holding the support and we are bouncing from that, which is actually very, very nice. So right now we are breaking this resistance over here, and then we got a second resistance all the way up here at the top at 43.7, but it does look like this is gonna play out right now, and I think there is more probability right now towards upside, breaking this towards upside, than actually again going towards downside over here. We still got 3 hours left, so it's kind of early to say what's gonna happen, because this red candle that is actually closed only managed to hold the support level, but if this can actually continue towards upside and break the resistance level up here at 1.2, you know, that might be actually very, very good for us. So I'm looking for that, and I'm looking for that breakup towards the upside. Again, if that even breaks towards upside, we still got a, you know, major resistance level up here at around you know, 44k levels, around 44k levels, give or take, up here in this area over here, because you can see these moving averages are over here, 10 and 20 moving averages. Then that is the top of the box, the top of the resistance level up here at 44k levels. And a lot of people think that we are going to go all the way up here towards top, then go again towards downside, and then dump on the downside. That might be the case, and I've seen some interesting charts you know, calling for that. You know, there is also a reason why we should go into the liquidity zone. There is a reason why we should not go into the liquidity zone. But the chart does not look that bad, guys. The chart does not look that bad. Last video I saw on YouTube was from this guy, Edward Toogood. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Last video I saw on YouTube was this early morning from this guy called Crypto Crown Universe, or something like that. What is his called YouTube? No. It's called Crypto Universe Crown, Crypto Crown Universe, or something like that. Nah, it's not Crown. Crypto Universe, maybe something like that. Crown Universe. What was the video? Because he posted some interesting charts. And it was called, let me just check the history because I need to it is called, there we go, Crypto Crew Universe. Crypto Crew Universe. So this guy, he posted a new video in videos up here. It's such bullshit, they're lying to you about Bitcoin ETF crashes. So he's posted a chart. Wait, can we see the full chart up here? There it doesn't matter. Was this the chart 17 hours ago? When was this video made? This is 4 days ago. This one over here. This one. And what you're gonna see on the chart over here is that I mean, it's just, you know, simple analysis on what's happening. You know, there are some golden cross that happen all the way through. There is some pullback up here, you know, bear markets that pulls through. Then you get out of into these, you know, red boxes, then the blue boxes, and then you go towards upside. And I thought this was a little bit interesting, so I thought we might actually look at it a little bit the same way. And we're also gonna go to the logarithmic chart over here, so we can actually see this very nicer. And we're just gonna, you know, do the stuff over here. So every single time there is some kind of pullback over here, and some kind of pullback over here, and we're just gonna change this without extending so we can actually see this over here nicer. So there is like this over here. There we go. So there's some kind of pullback every single time. And you know, and eventually these pullbacks do break towards upside up here, right? And every single time, every single goddamn time, there is the same kind of pullback, right? So you got these pullbacks every single time where we go into the bear market, and after that bear market we can come into the consolidation zone somewhere, right? So over here this would be you know, there are two actually boxes over here. The first one is over here, the first move towards upside. That's the first move, right? Where that first move, you know, because the second move up here, but the first move is up here. The first move is always, you know, after the breakout and you pump to some kind of resistance levels. This one actually a little bit different because over here it pumped all the way towards the top and then pulled back all the way through. And if you look at a Crew University chart, if you look at a Crew University chart, he's not talking about the second part over here that's happening. And after that, and after you actually come out of this bear market and go into this, you know, pump out of the channel towards upside, you consolidate, and then you get into this second zone, and this second zone goes almost all the way towards the top. There are maybe some kind of levels up here, but it goes all the way towards the top. So this is the first move, and then the second move up here goes towards the top. Up here, that's the second move up here. So you go into the zone, consolidate, going into second, you know, second part over here as well, and you break towards upside. You can see up here this is a little bit different up here because this one over here, even though you got these stops up here at very top up here, you know, the top up here, if you look at it on a bigger time scale up here, you will see some kind of closes over here. They should not be there, but it goes up towards top, and this was a little bit different because it just pumped too much over here. It should pump over here, consolidate up here, go up here, and then, you know, continue towards upside. It did not do that. And right now over here we got the same thing. I mean, this was the first move. It was very nice coming to box. So right now we go into the second move up here towards the, you know, previous stop up here, right? The next box, and only after you break the all-time high you do this last move towards the upside, right? That's the last move towards the upside up here. Up here there were two moves over here because, you know, this was very volatile back in the day, but you know, give or take, once you do this all-time high, once you break the all-time high, that's when the big moves happen, right? So what we are waiting for is the break of the big move, the resistance level. But every single time before you break the resistance level, first you go and tap that, right? So first you go and tap that resistance level and then you break. Now that might happen, you know, different ways, and that's why I'm saying that, you know, there is a very good chance for why this is just consolidate here and, you know, go all the way up here towards the resistance levels and then maybe pull back or whatever, do whatever, and then continue towards the upside. And then it continue towards the upside. Now let's go back from the logarithmic chart to the regular chart, and if you look at over here like this, and we're gonna again bring back the extension to the left and right, this already broke towards upside. So a lot of people are looking, for example, at these 38k levels. They're thinking that we might, you know, need to retest those levels and go towards upside because there are a lot of liquidity picked if we actually do go below these levels. And I think there is even more liquidity picked up, you know, down here in these levels inside the channel if we do go into those channels. But I think everybody will want to buy these levels. Just like I talked about yesterday, I think everybody wants to buy below 40k, and I don't think they're gonna get the chance to do that. I don't think they're just gonna get a chance to do that. But a lot of people are looking to buy at around 30k levels down here. Doesn't matter how this plays out. First thing first, we need to get it back at these 66, 69k levels up here at the top. So I do believe there is a very good chance that there will be no pullback until the top up here, and only at the top we, you know, consolidate and continue going towards upside. Because you gotta understand, this is a bull market, and bull market you don't get chances to buy. You don't get dips. In the start you get big dips, but afterwards the dips get less, and, you know, maybe you get these, you know, flash crashes and stuff like that. But mostly, you know, the dip should not happen. The dip should not happen. Not that kind of dips. Like over here we had a big dip over here. This was a 30% dip. It was a flash crash dip. A flash crash, 3 weeks. It lasts for a little while, that's for sure. You know, we pull back, we consolidate up here. Everybody thought this was the top, and you just, you know, create double bottom over here, continue toward other side, continue towards upside. But that was the only kind of dip you had. Over here, you kept these kind of dips over here, and people were buying dips, but you know, there is not much upside, right? So by the time you get towards top, there is not much upside. But what you're gonna see up here, ever since we started going up here, there was no dip over here. We went up here. This was the only dip you had. And then it started going towards upside all the way until 42k. There was almost no dipping, right? Beside this level over here, there was no dipping from 45, you know, 4,500 all the way, like 10x. There was no dipping. This is not 10x. How much is this? Yeah, 10x. The price did 10x without a dip. You understand? And if you go a little bit back over here, beside this move over here, and this was a, you know, big dip over here, 17% dip. Let's see how this looks on the daily time frame. Yeah, you had these, you know, small dips over here. How big are these dips over here? This one was 20% dip, and this over here was also something like 20% dip. So you got 70% dip, give or take. So 20% dips over here before it went towards the upside. But you can see in the when it started going towards the upside, these dips are so small and they go very, very fast. So technically there are not a lot of dips. You don't get dips below the support levels. That's important, right? You don't get dips below support. You get pullbacks, consolidation and stuff like that, consolidation dips, but you don't get dips below the support level. It just continues, you know, going you know, higher and higher. The same thing over here. You get dips below consolidation, you know, beside this one over here. Over here there were no dips. Up here, you know, you had the consolidation, but you don't have the move down. You climbed higher, and this is the only dip up here, but you know, technically over here, you know, it held this support, but this was the only dip that, you know, came out of that, and it just continued climbing higher up here. Even these, you know, dips technically are not dips, right? Oh my god, this chart looks like you know, the chart that we are having right now. In mush, move right up, climb, consolidation and continuation up here towards upside. This actually looks very good. And then you had this big move towards upside. I mean, but there are no dips, guys. There are no dips because the dips are done and there are no more dips, right? So over here we had, in the start we had a couple of dips up here, but once you right now started going towards upside, there are no more dips. I mean, there is only consolidation, right? There is only consolidation. So if this is the top, this is the top, and we should pull back big time for whatever reason, then this should break towards downside over here, especially this line over here. Let's go something like this over here. Yeah, over here, this should break towards downside. But if, you know, analysis is good and stuff like that, right? This should just continue from these levels. This should just continue from these levels. Like we said yesterday, there is more pain towards upside than towards downside. So if you go towards the upside, there is more pain because everybody wants to buy the dip, guys. Everybody wants to buy the dip, the juicy dip. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. So I don't, you know, even though we pull back over here, we are still just consolidating up here and just waiting a little bit because, you know, we just exploded a little bit too much up here. This first move up here, consolidate up here, and then, you know, continue towards the upside up here. Again towards up, because if we break over here towards downside, there it will be selling, it will pull back, and you know the trend kind of breaks a little bit over here. So I don't think we need to pull back. I don't think we need to pull back. If this is the move towards 60k towards the top, and you know, it could be just you know, just that could be like something like this over here, and then you consolidate up here, have some kind of major move, dip up here, then you get into this you know, hovering up here around where is hovering up here? This is hovering, right? You go until hovering, then you have some kind of dip, and then you continue on another move towards upside again, right? Because this is, I think this is gonna just continue, you know, going faster and faster towards upside over here until it actually, you know, comes all the way towards top. Now we're still saying that, you know, that's gonna be 2025 and stuff like that, but you know, it could be in 2024. The top of the Bitcoin could be 2024. So, you know, we're gonna see that once we start pumping. We're gonna know. The only thing that we know is that you know, it's going up. It's going up. It's not done yet. That's the good thing to know. It's not done yet, and the FOMO is not kicked in, and the retail is not here. And as you saw on the Bitcoin trend right now, you know, everybody lost interest again. Every single dip, people lose interest. I think you are completely right. ABC analysis keep on explaining why it is the top since 20k. So I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. And even though this dipped down to the, you know, for 21k up here, this is actually a 15% dip over here. 15%, you know, move down, crash down, got everybody scared. So I think now that everybody's scared, but we are still on the support level, guys. I mean, you can see that, you know, there is support level right over here. We are sitting on the support level, and I think that, you know, there is good probability that we are gonna break our blue box. If you don't remember, we had the blue box over here at the top, and the blue box is still in full effect over here. This normal chart. You can see in the daily time frame up here when it came into the blue box exactly on the dollar into the blue box. I mean, this box is so nice. I gotta show you the box, guys. I gotta show you the box. Look at the box, man. Hit these stops very nicely, hit the bottoms very nicely, broke that right back out of the again. The blue box is legit, guys. The blue box is 100% legit. On daily time frame, you can see the blue box very nicely. So the blue box needs to be broken eventually, right? And I think we consolidated for no long enough time right now, and you can see the consolidation has done the trick. It's pulled back the RSI back to 60 levels. So right now it is time to pump, guys. I think it's time to pump. The momentum is also consolidated, so we got a consolidation in momentum, consolidation in the RSI. My own indicator consolidated back down to the you know, 10 moving average again towards the downside. It is time to pump, the way I see it. I don't see this any other way, and you know, I think we're good. I think we're good, and that goes for everything else. Ethereum a little bit up here is a little bit extend towards upside up here, but I think Ethereum is gonna continue again going towards upside up here. You can see up here hitting my blue box on the top up there, but I think Ethereum is gonna go over here towards upside slowly, and then eventually break and continue towards upside towards the next target. That's 3.4 or 3.5 or something like that up here in the next blue box. And then you got, of course, you know, 4.5. That's, you know, a previous stop, and then, you know, we're gonna see how high this can actually get, right? Is Ethereum gonna do the same thing as Bitcoin, as we think that, you know, these two tops over here, it's actually go something like this up here. Why is this actually? It should go something like this over here. There we go. So Ethereum over here, you know, just the previous all-time high is the bottom of the channel. So if it breaks that, it goes something like, you know, 7.5, 7.6. Let's say 8k, because it's a nice round number. October 8k, something like that, right? So that's the target for the Ethereum, give or take, over here. If this is the case, because, you know, the target for Bitcoin is around 90,000. And the reason is because Bitcoin has these two tops as well, and these two tops are pointing into the target at 90k. It can definitely break the top as well, and, you know, go even higher than that. But, you know, first thing first, you know, first thing first is 3.4, 4.5, then maybe 8k up here at the top, and then we'll see whether we manage to break the top or not. But, you know, this line needs to be taken seriously, because these two double tops up here is creating this very nice line, not only on Ethereum and Bitcoin, but on a lot of other coins that has these double tops on the top, and these might actually point towards our target for a 2025 move. So as you can see, I mean, we are still technically at the bottom, guys. We are still technically at the bottom. We got, you know, 200-300% more towards upside, and it is just starting going. If you look at the Ethereum over here, it is just starting. I mean, this is, I mean, Ethereum just barely out of the consolidation phase, accumulation zone, right? This accumulation zone has been accumulating for a long time, and right now it's just out of the, this is first retest, and right now it's just going, right? I mean, we are so early. We are the blue balls, so it looks very nice. But again, I am bullish, guys. I am bullish, and let me show you another chart. I posted this in the Telegram chat, but I forgot to show it yesterday on the stream, but I'll show it now. Where is it? There are actually a couple of charts, but I noticed something very interesting. Yeah, over here. So I'll just do it. I'll just show you the images of the charts. So what you're gonna see here is, this is the Bitcoin pre-2021, you know, first move up towards the top, and this is what's happening right now. And, you know, it plays out kind of the same way all the way up here. So I'm expecting this move towards upside again. Now look at this over here. Look at the second image up here. Copy it. Let me show you this up here. So we got this blue box, the impulsive move towards upside first, right? And then there is this, you know, extortion pattern that goes towards upside, that explodes towards upside. So you got an extortion pattern that explodes towards upside. Then you get into this consolidation pattern, just like over here, consolidation pattern. And then you have this last move towards upside. It will bring us, you know, some kind of 60 levels or whatever. I don't know how it's gonna go. But the last move, but it does look the same. It does look the same. Don't you guys agree? It does look the same. And if you copy this part over here on this chart, you're gonna see this over here. Let me show you. Copy. And if you copy that, you can see this blue move. That's the move from 2019. It looks the same. It looks the same. So we are, even though it's pulled back down here, it can just come right back up again. So it does look the same. So those two charts, let me split it up over here. Those two charts, that's this move up here on the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. That's this move over here. This move over here. And that is the move that's happening right now. Wait, this is something else. This is not Bitcoin. What is this? This is Chainlink. Let's go to Bitcoin chart over here. And that is this move over here. So it's not entire move. Like over here, this is the entire move from 3,000 down here, right? But this is not entire move from the bottom. It's only a move from over here. So if you look at it just in the last part up here, just the last part, it does look the same, guys. It does look the same. And once I saw this, I was, because you can see up here, initial move. Then there is this, you know, move towards upside. Over here, initial move, move towards upside, explosion out of the rising channel, consolidation. You can see up here also, the bottom up here is actually holding the support levels. Over here we are holding support levels, this consolidation right now. And right now from these bottoms down here, we should do this move towards upside. Is this the case or not? I don't know, but you know, patterns do repeat themselves. That's why we have head and shoulders patterns, you know, cup and handle patterns, this and that patterns, you know, the shoe pattern, the expand, smack, hug, dump pattern. You know, these fractals, they do repeat. They are on the chart all the time. That's why patterns repeat. And this is one of the bigger patterns, the more complex patterns, but this is some kind of move towards upside. And right now this move towards upside is telling us that this up here right now, where we are right now, this is the support level. The beauty says, call me crazy, but I've been into Lego lately. Just thought I'd share a dubious relation. Very nice. My kid is big in Lego. We've been to, you know, Denmark Lego place, you know, 2 times, two summers. And just recently, I got VR glasses, you know, for my Christmas gift. And I just downloaded the VR Lego. I mean, I don't understand why there should be VR Lego, but there's VR Lego. I mean, when you play with Lego, it's basically VR, right? But there is VR Lego, so I bought for a kid. My kid is big into Lego though. He makes a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's fun thing to do though. It's fun to do. But this looks nice. This looks very nice, and I'm very excited about the next move. And I think right now we are at the bottom, guys. So based on, you know, how this played out, based on the trend that you just saw, that we just looked at Google Trends. And you see that, you know, the FOMO kind of, people stop FOMOing, people, you know, the trend pull back, the interest pull back, and that's also very, very good. But we are holding the support level, everything looks nice. And I think this next move is gonna come very, very soon, before the halving, right? Before the halving. I think after past halving or after halving, we might pull back at the top. We don't have to pull back, well, we might consolidate, right? And there might be some kind of pullbacks there. But I think this is this might actually be very, very nice place to, you know, for Bitcoin to do this last move towards upside, just like over here. Also, I don't understand why we should go down to 40k, below 40k, because if you go down below 40k, then everybody gets to buy in, right? Everybody gets to buy in, and we don't want everybody to buy in. When do we want people to buy in? When we need exit liquidity. We don't need exit liquidity just now, so we just want to push the price up slowly towards upside without people buying. And when we want to sell, that's when we want exit liquidity. That's around 90k, right? So we want to find a way how we can push the price towards upside without mainstream and retail noticing, right? Without them being able to FOMO in or buy cheap, and slowly push price towards upside. and then once it's some kind of top, then explode it, get that nice exit liquidity in, and then sell. And that's how money changes hands, guys. Unfortunately, if you want to win money, somebody has to lose money. Unfortunately, if you want to get rich, somebody has to get poor. There is no such thing win-win. I mean, technically, there is a win-win situation. Win-win situation is when you put money in a stock and you don't take out. So you put 1 million and you take out, you know, 200 here, 200 there, and everybody does the same thing. So everybody puts more money than they take out. And that then the stock slowly goes towards upside. That is very nice. Then technically everybody is a winner, right? And those are the best kind of stocks. Unfortunately, crypto does not work that way just yet. People are putting money, but they are also taking out money because the gains are too big, right? The gains are just too big. I mean, when you get 10x in in 2 years time, you know, when you get 10x. I mean, there will be profit taking, and when somebody starts taking profit, the other people start taking profit. You do not want to be left with a bag. You don't want to be a bag holder. The best thing that you can do in this bull market is make promise to yourself, I will not be a bag holder, because every single cycle since 2017, I've been to 2 cycles. Somebody's been through more cycles, but every single cycle is the same. Somebody holds the bag. They maybe even buy the bottom. They go to the top, they think it's gonna go higher and starts bleeding down. Now they need to wait 4 years just to get into break even, right? So you don't wanna be the guy. Do not be a bag holder this run, guys. Once it's over, you gotta sell to somebody else who's gonna be bag holder for you. He's gonna be holding your bag. And when it's time to buy, you're gonna buy it from him again. So there is that. Anyways, guys, that's what I've been looking at. Bitcoin is up 1.3%. And this last move up here on Bitcoin is actually doing very, very nice. This last move in Bitcoin is doing actually very, very nice. And you can see up here, it is breaking towards upside. So we will be looking at this 4-hourly chart over here. And it is breaking a little bit towards upside up here. So there will be a couple of very nice lines. The first line is over here, something like that broke towards upside. And right now it's breaking this level up here. And there is another level up here that needs to be broken, 43.7. I think that's the big kahuya up here. You can see up here, we tapped that level right now, 43.1. give or take, and I think once we broken through that, I think it's gonna go a little bit higher, and then, you know, again, interest will come back, the trend, you know, everything's gonna go again and start pumping. It's gonna be good times, guys. It's gonna be good times, guys. Thank you for watching. Enjoyed this stuff. By the way, if you have not noticed, it's only members only chat in the chat, and that's because the late adopter, if you want to chat, you gotta join the TF fans club. You gotta join the TF fans club if you want to chat in the chat. So that's the new thing that we're gonna run through entire bull market. We're gonna do a lot of live streams and only members can chat. TF fans club. Edward, thanks for stopping by. Debuting, thanks for stopping by. It's been interesting. And I like the chart. I'm bullish, guys. I'm bullish. I was a little bit, you know, sketchy, a little bit scared when it started dumping and stuff like that. But you know, the more time goes, the more time you don't dump towards downside, you know, the more bullish I get. It's good. It's good. If you break on the downside, you know, there will be emergency live stream and stuff like that. You know, I was wrong, but I don't think it's gonna happen. TF fans club. There you go. Thank you for watching. That is my outro. I'll see you maybe later today. Maybe I'll make some videos, but definitely tomorrow morning again, Bitcoin Daily. Bye bye. Stop button. There is it.